if I could get onto the March show in London, then and I've got the right opponent, and and the CEO gives his clearance, then I will be there and I will fight and I'll put on a show. He's talking smack, he's talking about Amir, he's just talking absolute nonsense, which is fine, but I have no concerns about Andrew and Chasemore. I think Andrew will pan him out in 1 or 2 rounds.
This is Fred Beckman, Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Rory today. First of all, I probably should say sorry about our last interview. For those who don't know, I interviewed Rory at the press conference a few months back, and the camera bugged out, which very rarely happens, but will happen occasionally. So my condolences for the lost footage.
That's all right. I forgive you, Fred. I forgive you. I like you. You're all right. It's good.
I saw your IG story today.
Yep.
Misfits 2026. I take it you've probably spoken to the CEO about this before you put something up like that? I mean, that's a big statement to make.
I mean, look, I spoke to the CEO. I'm sure, there might be something in the works, but nothing's certain yet. I mean, it's got to be the right opponent. It's got to be the right, everything's got to be right. But would I like to fight 2026 on Misfits? Absolutely, why not? Absolutely, why not? Like, I just had a fight 2 weeks ago. I won it. I didn't really feel satisfied enough. I wanted, someone more on my level to have a scrap with. And hopefully the right opponent comes along and the right price and the right, venue, and we get it on. Yeah.
For those who don't know, Rory won his last fight, first round knockout for the first, and that was your first fight in 5-6 years or longer. 12 years. Wow.
Yeah, 12 years. So I used to fight amateur when I was in my early 20s, I come back after 12 years. I just wanted to see what I still had, and I'll be honest, I came out swinging, bro. I came out swinging, and I caught him with a good left hand, and I finished it in the first round. So it was good, but it didn't satisfy me. I need something more. I needed to take a few more punches. I needed to see, I need someone more on my level to give me a good fight. If it's a good fight, I'll be satisfied. And I'm not saying I'm coming to Misfits to become a world champion. I'm saying I'm coming to Misfits because I want a decent straightener. I want a bloodbath. And then after that, I can say, do you know what, I'm done now. Do you know, I'm 36. I'm not a spring chicken, but yeah, I've still got some rounds in the tank, and I want to test the chin properly. So yeah, let's see.
Well, I remember interviewing you the first time a while back, and you were saying, I don't mind win, lose, I just want to have a good tear up, a good fight. As long as it was the full distance with a good fight, entertaining, on to the next one. Because I guess that's what makes Misfits a bit different. If you lose in pro boxing, everyone sort of writes you off and you should go away if you want fights. If you lose in Misfits, you're chucked straight back into the deep end. And it's as long as you're entertaining, the fight was entertaining, people want to see you fight again. No one wants to see like a 12-round tappy contest.
That's right.
People want to see a slugfest.
That's right. So obviously I'm going to fight to win. It's stupid to go out to fight to lose, because that's just stupid. But I don't believe there are any losers if the fight is a real close match and it's, backwards and forwards, it's a bloodbath. Even if someone gets knocked out, as long as it's a good fight. So I'm going to keep going until I get that good fight, until I get that fulfillment of I got what I came here for. Then I'll stop. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully finding an opponent in the new year, getting onto Misfits and showcasing what I've got. So
well, Andrew told me just then in the interview he wants to fight again February, March time, so early next year. I take it would only make sense to have you on his undercard, right?
I was looking at March. I'm thinking March because I think Misfits have a show London in March.
Okay.
Is that right? So if I could get onto the March show in London, then and I've got the right opponent, and and the CEO gives his clearance, then I will be there and I will fight and I'll put on a show.
What weight are you aiming to go down to fight at?
I want to get down to 90. So I fought at 95 just now. I weighed in at 94, but I believe I could still lose another 5. So I'm thinking 90, maybe 85, but I just want to keep going until I'm at that pinnacle fitness that I used to be at, and see how fit I can get this in the next coming year. And I'll decide the weight as the fights go on. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully have 2 or 3 fights next year, and I'm gonna come out swinging in March, bro. 100%.
Looking forward to it. Anyone in mind? Any opponents? Anyone when you're punching the bag, you thinking it's got their face on it?
No. Do you know what? It's a funny thing. A lot of people have mentioned like the likes of HS. A lot of people have mentioned the likes of... Who else have I heard? I've heard a few other people, like influencers that I don't really know. But look, I mean, I'm up for fighting anyone, really, as long as it's right, as long as it's going to be a good fight. So I think HS would be a good fight. I do, because...
Well, big name as well, and same size.
HS is a massive name, and it's not like a beef thing. I like HS. I've spoke to HS many times. We sometimes spoke, but yeah, I think you know, he's same size as me. He's young, he's fit. So, you know, if that was something we could get on in the new year, then and it worked for him as well, because I know he had an injury on his hand. I know that he's had a few issues.
He's still injured now with his hand. Yeah.
Then so be it. Then I'll fight someone else. But if you know, I don't really care who I fight, Fred. I'll be honest. I'm not scared of anyone. But as long as it's a good fight, like I'm not going to go in there with Francis Ngannou and get panned out. That's pointless. But obviously, I just want someone who's going to be matched, you know, with me, have a good scrap, and then afterwards I can shake hands and get on with my life. Yeah. So, yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
On to the next one. Like Tate says, on to the next training camp. Let's talk about Andrew Tate then. Chase Demoor. Press conference today, weigh in tomorrow, fight night Saturday. How are you feeling about it? You excited?
I have absolutely zero concerns about Andrew. I think Chase Demoor is making a lot of noise for the reason that he knows this is his last 5 minutes. I think he knows in his head, like, I'm going to get panned out. So I'm just going to make as much noise as I can, get as many views as I can, get as much attention as I can. You know, this is my shot with Tate. So, you know, it's going to be the most spoken about thing. So I've got to keep talking. I've got to keep making noise because this is my only relevance I'm going to have in the next year. So he's making all this noise. He's talking smack. You know, he's talking about Amir. He's just talking absolute nonsense, which is fine. But I have no concerns about Andrew and Chase Demoor. I think Andrew will pan him out in 1 or 2 rounds, and that'll be it. Andrew will move on to the next one. But look, I've got nothing against Chase. I know what he's doing. He's just, you know, talking up. He's talking up the fight to get as many people watching as he can, and you know, he's a fan of Andrew's. Really, let's be honest. I think.
Well, he is. He told me that when he was struggling a few years ago, he listened to podcasts of Tate and help him. And now he gets to fight him, so he's quite happy in the way. For Chase, it's a very full circle moment, I believe, which is what he told me.
Well, look, that clears up a lot for me, because I didn't know that. But yeah, I think Andrew pans him out in 1 or 2 rounds, and yeah, I mean, I wish Chase the best from there, but I think he has a few apologies to make. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Warren Spencer, almost your teammate now, I guess. Warren Spencer versus Tony Ferguson, a huge fight for Warren here, a very tough one, but a huge name in Tony.
I see Warren in camp, looking very sharp, looking strong at his weight. I think, yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight with Ferguson. I think a lot of people are writing Warren off. I don't think that's the case. But I don't know, Tony Ferguson is an animal, you know, but Warren fought Dylan Dennis. He's now fighting Ferguson. He's obviously got balls. So, you know, it takes balls to get in there with the likes of them names. Ferguson, even at the age that he's at now, is still an animal. He's an ex-UFC bad boy. Do you know what I mean? He's rough. And like he loves a bloodbath. So I think that's going to be a very interesting fight, and we'll see what happens. But you know, hopefully it lasts longer than the Dylan Dennis fight. But you know, it's different now. But it's back to boxing now. Yes. Warren stepped in.
Back to bread and butter.
Yeah, and Warren stepped into a world that he didn't know. And you know, I think that fight was always going to end that way, but I just didn't think it would end that way that quickly. And I think it's because Warren shot for him. Yeah. I don't know why he did that, but he shot for Dylan Dennis, and I just thought, all right, cool, whatever. But yeah, it's back to boxing now, so I think it's going to be interesting. I don't think that Warren's going to be as easy as what people are saying for Tony. So let's see.
Prepare for an upset.
I don't want to go that far because, like I said, Tony just doesn't get hurt. He just keeps coming forward. Like Salt Pappy landed some great shots on Tony Ferguson, and it's like his face is just indestructible. You know, he just keeps coming forward. But who knows? A boxing match is a boxing match, and everyone has a puncher's chance. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone has a puncher's chance. We're all human. You hit someone with the right punch, they go down. Everyone's a human. So, you know, will there be an upset? Who knows? Let's find out.
Awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait for Saturday night live on Rumble Premium. But Rory, thank you very much today. I love the jacket. Very smart. Come and dress for the press conference as well.
Well, bro, it's a crocodile. Matches
That's crocodile?
Yeah.
Wow.
Matches the crocodile shoes.
Oh, crocodile. Wow. Look at you guys go. The fight check finally cleared, huh?
That's what I mean, mate. Like, you know, we're coming up in the world. We're doing well. So, yeah, we're doing good.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Fred. Good as always, man.
Thanks, Rory. I appreciate it.